I want to show you how you can use the news and what you see on the chart to make a trading decision, meaning you want to have a combination of technical and fundamentals to make your trading decision. So now I will be sharing my screen for us to get started in that area. If you check the news I show there, you can see that over here we had much bullish sentiment around USD. Around there we have lesser bullish sentiment. It was much bearish, but the saving grace was actually this international an indicator of international relationship. Then eventually other ones were negative. So now my suggestion is, whenever you want to trade the market, first use the USD as the starting point. And while you are using the USD as starting point, focus on metrics that gives the United States a multilateral agreement or a bilateral agreement that makes your analysis to be okay, to be better, and it makes your sentiment, to even synchronize with the chart. What is shown on this chart against USD? You can see that USD got strengthened against NZD USD. Let's check GBP USD. The GBP USD, it got strengthened against it as well. Let's check the Euro USD. The same result. So you can see that dollar itself is a strong weapon in the hand of forex trader, because you can see how it affected almost 3 trades. Especially what got mesmerizing was actually the part of New Zealand. Now let's look at the news of New Zealand. See New Zealand news. Everything about New Zealand was bullish, positive, green, inspiring. But USD yet was still having a strong toll on SND. So now, what is the intelligence I can give here? The first intelligence is that when you want to trade and determine where the market should go, the first thing is that look for a currency apart from USD that has all positive news. Then again, look for another currency outside dollars that has negative news. Then look at what is happening on the one that has all positive news. If USD is gaining strength against that particular currency, automatically it may also gain strength against other one, especially those in the euro, like Euro USD, like GBP USD, like even New Zealand dollars. When we are talking about trading forex, you should be careful in having multiple trade on European currency against USD. 1 or 2 currency are okay. Don't trade it all, because they are still on an indication of one currency. You can see how the United States dollar was actually strengthening against other currencies in Europe. So the narrative there is just like Europe versus America. I believe you get that. Now let's go to Canadian dollar. Let's see the news around Canadian dollar. The first set of news we had was actually on Tuesday, and there was decrease in housing prices, which make it appear bearish. There was also there was increase in housing prices in Canada. That's also a sign of bearish nature. The interest rate, they cut the BOC. The Canadian BOC actually cut the interest rate. That is another sign of bearishness for CAD. Now you can see on that particular day as well, we have the monetary policy report, which we don't have the details like that. We have that of 3 reports like that, but the quantitative one shows that Canadian dollar was extremely bearish. Now if let's go and check the chart and see what happened there. So let's tabulate USD card against USD against Canadian dollar. See, now let's look at something. The power of news on USD card. You can see that the news regarding dollar was a positive one, especially that particular crude oil inventory, and that against card was negative. See, the first thing is that this news affected here. It made it to actually break the what's it called, and this came on Monday. This happened on Monday, and you would have expected that this resistance would have been a rejection point, right? That would be your expectation, that this will be this will actually have been a reaction point. Unfortunately, that wasn't. It was not stemming the USD to correct. You can see the impact of one international news against other local news of other countries. So when you are looking at the news, it's always advisable for you to first focus on the one that allow bilateral or multilateral agreement before focusing on the local ones, the one that affect the country. So US had one that made the country to have agreement with other country, but other country I don't think they had any. So, and it was an opportunity for USD to rise against dollar. Now, if you have to now actually now work on this market, you can see that this resistance has been broken. These two areas were broken. You cannot just join this trend because of the fact that there is still, you can see the overview, there is still a long way to go. Now, how can you join this market? If you want to join this market, it's advisable for you to allow the market to correct.